Well, good afternoon, listeners. The major reason why women tend to fall into this category is basically because we get confused. We get confused at a point because, like Moni said earlier on, it's so difficult to collapse your dreams, your aspirations, your goals into another person's goals and aspiration. But I still take it back to the men, because before you get married to a woman, you should have spoken about 1,001 things. And while discussing these things, you should be able to know the things that she probably would love to do, where she would like to be at a particular time or point in her life. And coming together doesn't, it has to build her to get to that dreamland. It has to build her. But again, I would say that Bonis rightly said that getting too busy also is an issue. And when you see a woman coming from the market, my husband would always give that analogy, that a woman coming from the market under the sun, dragging yam, rice and pepper and smelling of pomo and fish, what is attractive about her? But sincerely, if you have your woman come down from a car with an AC, well ventilated, if not an AC, with a good freshener on herself, and you'll be attracted. You'll be attracted. So it's yes, women, we tend to lose it all in the name of pleasing the man. We want to please them. That, I think, that's basically it. Thank you. When we in this society that we have found ourselves, we've been made to believe, which I'm also of that same school of thought, that the man is the head. Now, if you look around you, he is, yes, that's what I'm also. I'm also part of that school of thought. But if you look around you and you see a woman in a gathering and she displays knowledge and she's in charge, you tend to like her. She's bright, she's brilliant, she's got good sense of humor. But if it is your wife, she tends to withdraw when you are there. You need to encourage her to do those things. That is what I'm talking about. The woman looks up to the man to take the lead. If the woman says, I feel like doing this, and the man feels that, oh, it does not really fit into what I like, why don't we look at this? The woman will tend to follow you the first few years until she revolts. And that is what brings about a breakup or a divorce if there is no proper communication. The look comes, contrary to the opinion of people that looks come from outside, it actually comes from within. It comes from within. Yes. Yes, you dress the way you feel. If the woman feels that she always has to be behind you, she will dress behind you. There's a difference between looking attractive and looking what they call sexy. There's a lot of difference. You can't look attractive in anything. Women generally, they've given up certain habits, e.g., makeup, trousers, just because the man doesn't feel comfortable. You know, these are part of her looks. Those are the things that makes her who she is or who she wants to be. The man, the man is not talking. You see, the woman is the woman is confused. That's what is. She has to manage the home front. She has to manage the children. She manages the man. In managing a man, you manage a lot of things. You manage his goals. You manage his aspirations, his spirituality, his sexuality, his losses, his dreams. It's I I I agree. How? Okay, no. Let's. General, let me tell you one thing. There is no woman that does not want to stay in her husband's house. And keeping a man is different from attracting a man. It is the job, not the. It's not the attraction that is the job here. Now, if you have to keep a man, there must be a lot of communication. The woman did not just lose it in a day. Probably pregnancy came in. She probably did not have to go out. That's why I'm so much against you keeping women at home. They need to go out. You can't keep. They need to not to work, not even for the money. They need to. Thank you. They need to socialize. If you keep them, they become backdated, so to say. They forget themselves. They become so engrossed in the children. Before you know it, the children are coming back from the school. They're all over the place trying to please you. The man is coming back from work, and it doesn't work like that. I have not seen a man or a man that has supported and encouraged his wife to tow her dream or her career, and you'll find the woman looking unpresentable. It's rare. It's a very rare case. Are you saying there are women who are not like that, or they are you know, I doubt it. I doubt it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're right. You're right. Yeah, thank you. I think for a woman that is not taking care of herself, that kind of woman is a lazy woman. I must tell you. You see, let's go back to the beginning. God created Adam. Why did God create Adam? To till the ground, to walk, to do this. Then God now realized that he will need an helpmate in the name of Eve. That was the reason why he created Eve, so that Eve can stay at home, do all the cooking, the washing, every other thing at home. So that is the reason. If you go back, actually, if we are to be sincere with ourselves, that is the real work of women. So women should not complain that the work is too much. And besides, let me tell you one thing. Let me tell you one thing. God gave women a particular power. I remember my wife can wake up as early as 4 a.m. Me, I will still be sleeping. And she will have done everything at home. Me, I will, maybe around 6:30, she will come and wake me up. It's time for morning devotion. Oh. But she will still be okay and she's still going to work. I always imagine that where there is this woman it comes from. But I now realize that it was in the beginning. God had already done the division of labor. You as a man, you will have to go out, strive, do the real work in the farm, yeah, at your office and everywhere. Bring back the money. But your woman is at home doing all the house chores or everything. So it is a division that God has given from the beginning. So we should not just complain that the work is too much. Yeah, say it. Ah, ah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. I said it, ab initio, that women, actually, God gave them this power. I recognize it. I recognize it.
I agree.
No, 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 not like, no, no, you're of course, yeah, 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 yeah. No, 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 no. I'm not saying calling her lazy. What I said was that there are some women that are lazy. It is laziness. Yeah, yeah.
Do you know what? I actually make his clothes. I sew all his clothes.
Good.
I buy. It's my job to make sure he looks well. It's his job to make sure I look well.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Clothes.
Tell her, tell her you're, tell her you're taking her for a date or a lunch.
Yeah.
Okay, let me quickly say this before we turn to this. I put something up on the social media and I said, why is it that most times when there are problems between a man, a husband, and a wife, kids most times will take sides with them. And most times kids see their mother as being more hardworking than the mother. And this is why, from my own research, personal findings, the man does most of his hard work outside of the house. He lifts up the money. If some kids follow their dad to where he works, they will actually respect him more because they will see how he lives to put food on the table. And then the man is tired, and then he comes back. The only way he can relax is that that's why I tell women, make sure you give your man peace of mind at home because that's like his comfort zone. So when he comes, he takes his bath. He wants to watch, listen to news, watch a bit of TV before he goes to sleep. I know women will say, you also go to work. Fine, you also go to work. But the same man on Saturday will come out with the environment, take care of the environment, and all of that. Some of them will even fetch water. I'm not, like this, I'm not talking about just myself. My dad, when I was growing up, would cook every Saturday and Sunday. In the morning, he will say, okay, he wants to cook for the family, and he will cook for everybody. So there are men who do that. So and there are men who will come back late at night, around 9, and they will say, I still want to cook. Fine, the wife sometimes the wife wants to cook. But maybe they don't feel like eating whatever. They will not stress out. They will say, okay, I will cook it myself. And they will do that. And the wife will eat from that food. So what do you say about that?
Let me just buttress what Moni just said now. You see, a when a woman is working and is at the veranda, in the kitchen, and all over the place, we're not even saying wake up and sweep the floor. Well, I am not saying wake up and sweep the floor. I am saying appreciate her. Make her feel good from within and see her change on the outside. That's all I'm asking for. That's all I'm saying.
Now, let me ask you, for a woman who does not take good care of herself, make tired, grab it up, will not even take her part of the party here, sleep at the TV watching, Africa Mandia, and all of that. And the man is has been through that, has now trying to use the stick as like arrows. So he didn't work. Now he's using stick, maybe shouting and all of that. How would you advise such a man? And how would you advise the woman as well? The woman in that house who has refused to be groomed at all.
The truth is, for the man, like I said, you have a lot of work to do because that's your cross, which you have to bear. If we learn to bear our cross, we would have a lot of peace. It almost killed Jesus. It did not kill him. So it won't kill you. So you will get help also. That's what I'm saying. The man would seek for help from outside. Let me give you an example of what happened recently. I don't know where my husband got talking with a young man, and the young man told him that he sells materials and things like that. So he got some for himself, and then he referred the woman, the wife, to me, that go to my wife's office and help me give her these materials and see if there's any other one she wants. And then he went further that where can she make good clothing or gown? And the woman said, oh, I do that. I said, okay, please measure her, take her measurement and make some clothing for her. That's what I'm saying.
But you know there are some women who have all these clothes, all this makeup, all these what do you call these the wigs and the braids, the one you buy, the one that is not fixed. But she doesn't.
But sincerely, we tend, let me be very sincere now, we tend to see things in a different way. If I wake up in the morning, after doing the chores, I bathe, we make up, tidy up myself, and then I lie down with my makeup. It doesn't make sense. I must finish my chores. Know what I'm trying to say? Tidy up myself. We tend to want to finish everything before bathing. Yes, sometimes you need to, take a break, relax, bathe, and just relax and go back. and then continue later. That's what I'm trying to say. Sometimes I'm so engrossed, especially on Saturdays, and my husband will say, "It's okay. You've been working Monday to Fridays. Just drop it." And then, if you now have a man that would come home and ask you, "What have you been doing since morning?" Sincerely, it gets us more confused because we don't really know what you want. We cook the food, the house is all untidy. We tidy the house, the food is not ready. We get confused. We get confused. That's just the truth. But as a woman, that's why I said a lot of communication is very important. You need to understand her. She needs to understand you. Sincerely, for my husband, you can cook. He doesn't like eating. So you can cook everything you want to cook. He doesn't want to see the house dirty. So even if I don't give him food and he comes into the house and it's all clean, he's happy. Serve him Gary, he will take it.
Okay, but for the particular woman whose main goal is just to get married, that's the only motivation, that's why they look good, and after marriage, they just chop all of that. What would you advise?
Yeah, let me. Actually, we need to address it from the root. If you have to deal with such a thing. In what you read the other time, the last point there happens to talk about training, home training. If you have a growing girl and you do not give give her home training of how to do this, and even despite the fact that you are more, no. Of course. Yeah. Yeah. It's like, wait, it's like reverberation. It's like reverberation. It's like reverberation. It's like you cannot give somebody what you don't have. So, but I want to address it from a point of a woman that looks very good. What she needs to do is to make sure that she give home training to her daughter, particularly her daughter. In fact, the girl child is very important in the house. Training, bringing up a girl child. You have to make sure you let her know that this is how to do housework and all those things. And despite all that, you still have to take good care of yourself. I remember I have a daughter that is now menstruating. I remember my wife will always ask her and let her know that have you cleaned yourself? Have you done that? So if you don't give such home training, of course, if you don't groom such a child, what do you expect that of course, you need to. Just like myself, when I was the firstborn of the family. In fact, that's the more reason why there is nothing I can eat that I cannot cook. Because my mother will always take you and make sure that whatever she is doing, you have to be there, stand by her. And I remember you said earlier that in every cases, the children, whether boys or girls, they will always be on the side of the mother because she's at home. She's there to take them through all housework. She's one that have to let them know that these are the things how you have to do things. Even the boys too, she needs to let him know that this is how you take care of your wife when you are growing up. When you become a father or a husband, you need to take care of your wife too. So I think it starts from the home. We need to begin to practice how to put our children, because in fact, just like Emo said the other side, that even the woman, they go to work and they do. See, we need to create time to educate our children, give them home training, not only school training. Home training is very important. If you don't give them, there is no way they can know it. So that's the problem we are having now. And I'm telling you, the thing will even get worse. It will get worse because I remember when we are growing up, it's only our father that will go to maybe salary work. The mother will be at home, maybe have a shop at home. But now it's getting to a point that both the man and the woman, up they go in the morning.
We have to meet up.
And it will even come to a point that nobody will even have time. So that's the thing. We need to start now. Whatever work we are doing, let us make sure we create time to teach, to bring up all these children, so that when they stand on their own, they can stand properly.
For me,
let me ask you this: women who don't look good, you can take. Do you see having any relation to their mothers? Like women, people tend to say that women will always become their mothers.
I totally agree with you to a large extent. That is how it works. Because as a mother, you can only give what you have. And that's the truth. Whether you're grooming a male child, or a female child. You can only give what you want. Now, while grooming a child, you need to also understand that it is not about only you. The man has also contributed something to make that child. So if the child takes half from you, let's also search the man. There's part of you in that child. So having said that, you mentioned that we go to work and things like that. We're not even talking about going to work and the burden of carrying the or being at the home front as the challenge. What we're saying is this: there is no woman that wants to lose her man. If a woman understands where her husband is going and you are there to drag her along, she will get there with you. There is not even a prostitute wants to keep her man. So what we're just saying as women is that you know where you're going. Don't keep us at home while you move on. And then you're there. All of a sudden we wake up and we cannot meet up. We can meet up again. No, just a step at a step at a time. Drag us along. And you'll find out that when you get there, we will be there with you.
Okay. Just one more. Let me ask you. Do you agree, you're a woman? About people say that making a marriage work lies one of them.
I disagree with that. I, I, no, that's a society. So they can twist it anyhow. They can twist it anyhow.
In fact, not even the neck, the whole of the body. Man is just the head.
The truth is, if you are a woman, you must know where to hold your man and control him. Forget about this ego outside. Forget it. Yes, where you have the code.
90% of 99% don't know how to press the right buttons.
The wrong buttons. Yes.
Wrong guns.
Take a music break. We share every time we come. Stay out. It's not just stay out. We'll be back again. both for people to call in. Numbers to call 0816-251-9991, 0816-251-9991, and on our 817-77793, on our 817-77793. We've been talking about rights of women, starting good care and self after marriage. You've been listening to our people in the street. So, what do you think?
Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon. What's the name? Thank you for joining us. Come with. Please go ahead.
Thank you very much. See, as per the AU 20,000 attitude there, so many reasons can be achieved to why some maybe marriages are like that. For instance, laziness is one of them. So women are so lazy. So that when they got married, a lot of things begin to unfold itself. Two, God has endowed women with strength to do so many things. So, I mean, without complaining, that endowment is already in there. God has created that to them, but when they got married, another thing began to happen. Then some kind of ladies got married without knowing what it is involved. Particularly girls of nowadays, they just got married for marriage sake. Then some ladies are not properly trained for move, perhaps because of nonchalant attitude of some of our parents. Then we have some ladies from broken homes where the father and the mother are not together. That is to say that that particular lady is not under the care of either of the parents. So on that note, discover that the necessary training that are supposed to be given to such a lady will not be there. But this man is just supposed to get married, and by the time he got married, he begin to see a lot of things. I think by now, these are some of the things.
Thank you very much, Comrade Akaibo. We actually let other people call in 0816-251-9991. 0816-251-9991. That's the number to call. Let's air what you have to say.
Hello, good afternoon.
How are you?
I'm fine. Thank you.
God bless you. I so much enjoy your discussion over this.
Thank you very much. What's your name?
Would like to call me. My name is Peter Dixon from the IU. So this is a controversial issue. Controversial in the sense that it's a fundamental issue. Women are made to pick up themselves. There are some they are doing it to attract men, ordinarily. But there are some after getting married. That doesn't mean that they should not make themselves tidy. See now, it depends on how you have been doing right from the one go. And there are some, when they got to the matrimonial home, after giving birth 2 or 3, they retired. They may not be opportune to be making use of themselves or tidying themselves for that manner. It depends to where the manner they are in that matrimonial home. There are some they have money. Money is what the key source of this kind of a thing. If you don't have money, you will not make up yourself. There are so many women or girls that are not fine, that are not beautiful. Depends on the money. So, each of them, when they get to the matrimonial home, the husband may not even have much money. Whether they should be making use of it. It's not a matter of fishing. Fishing is not an excuse. It's a business excuse. They are want to be in the kitchen. God bless you, my brother.
Thank you very much. God bless you. 0846-251-9991. 0846-251-9991. Interesting contributions. Okay, let's air it. Hello, good afternoon. Lily. So, what's your name and where are you calling from? Esther, let's air it. What do you have to say about this?
I've been married to my to take care of myself, take care of my husband, take care of my children, and I still have to take care of the house. But the dating one, I almost the two last part that doesn't take care of themselves. But the one that is going for work in the morning, you have to take care of herself, wake up, and do everything that is necessary for us to work. And when she comes back to work from work, you take care of the family and children. So it's maintenance that makes a woman have to take care of herself.
Thank you very much, Esther. That's coming from a woman, listen, as she says. 0846-251-9991. Let's hear what the next caller has to say. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, hello, are you there? Hello, please turn down the volume of your reset. Okay. If you must call, lane to turn down the volume of your radio set, or you step away from the radio set. Hello, guys.
Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. This is Mr. Paul. I'm calling you from
Mr. Kola from Ore. So let's hear what you have to say. Okay, Panola.
People are receiving women that ladies are not listening. What about men also? There are some men who doesn't cherish the woman. I don't know what I'm saying now.
Yes.
And yet sometimes we men supposed to admire our wives.
I tell them how beautiful they are. Even when they don't look beautiful.
When they
You have to lie to make them feel good.
tell your wife that woman, you look gorgeous.
Your flesh is not gorgeous.
Or yes, or some most men, they don't admire the women. I think that's another reason why some women don't even care to make up or to encourage their husband. That's another factor. That's my own thing. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much because I think it's right. I think it's right. If you don't appreciate that, she may not know, like what you said. She may become confused. I don't know what you want.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. What's the name, please? We didn't get that though. Thank you for joining us. Please go ahead.
Hello?
Go ahead with your contribution. We can hear you.
Okay, the reason why some women are because they are so hello?
Hello, we can hear you.
Go ahead.
And the women too. I used to do my work last year. And I go to work, I take care of my home, my husband and everything. And I want to disagree with you to say, if you want to marry a lady, that you should look at her mother. If you want to look at my mother, you will not be able to marry me. Because I'm not like my mother.
Okay.
Because I have blind wisdom.
Oh, I love you. I love you. Thank you very much, people. I love that woman. I love that woman. Let's take one more call. Let's one more call.
Hello, good afternoon. Please move away from your radio set first of all. Good afternoon. What's the name?
Oh, Daniel, my namesake. How are you doing? Okay, okay.
Yeah, there are two categories of meaning. One of the categories that whether the person was not taught of how to be hardworking. And then there is another category of necessity. Literally, it doesn't matter how you teach that person. And in that kind of situation, what is, especially for one that is naturally lead. Because once you are married, you are married. There is no going back. So what you do is to, keep pumping her up, encouraging her, and keep, assisting her where needs to be, to show her the way of not to believe. I think that will help the long run. Thank you.
That's the last call we'll be taking on the show today. Interesting takes from the callers. Thank you very much for calling.
And just before we go, for those listening to us live on Instagram, thank you, Wallet Crypto Jegede 440. We got your message. And for Dominic, we got your message as well. Unfortunately, time is on our side. We can't take the messages. Thank you so much for being part of
Thank you.
Let's Romoji. How would you advise on the final note, how would you advise the man who's going through that kind of situation? How's the partner?
The job is with the man to be done, and you just have to do it anyhow. You just have to do it. You have to support her. You have to she can't give what she doesn't have. If she doesn't have it, you have to teach her. If she's losing it, you have to bring her back on the right course. So it's with the man. It lies with the man.
Yeah, I would just give an advice to the ladies generally. And the advice is that, there are two different things: attracting a man and then sustaining a man. as a lady, as a woman, you need to do more to sustain your man than what you do in attracting him. So please, women generally, please, when you get married, it's not just it's not joke. You need to do more so that you can sustain that man. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Moses, and thank you, Mrs. Motia.
Thank you so much.
My name is Moses, and thank you for coming.